right, we're up and running. So I will officially say hello to all of you once again. And it's good to see you. Gwen, I missed you last week because you weren't here with us last week, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I do my little memory test at the same time. So, nevertheless, my word for this week is, oh, Andy's already heard this, but anyway, nevertheless, my word is a word for the week.
Mm.
So the word that I have for this week is the word progress. And I say progress because I heard it pronounced as progress, so I don't want to offend anybody, but officially I say progress. And this is not a word that I researched and decided that I wanted this to be the word. It came about because I was listening to an interview that The Rock was giving the other day, talking about his family and them surviving COVID and how sick he was. But also, at the same time, the question went out, and it was more along the lines of being grateful for things and how important it is. And as we as a country, and I'm not trying to get in the political side of it, is things that we need to do to show that we are really making progress in our lives, our country, and all that we're about. So what he said is that progress takes courage, humanity, empathy, strength, grit, kindness, and respect. And it hit me when he was saying this because I recognized that some of the words that he was using are words that I've chosen in the past for my wow. So what it did for me is I found that I said to myself, so, okay, if I'm building myself and trying to make progress, being a better person, working toward a better circumstance, then I need to have all of those symptoms or things inherent in who I am as a person. So the reason I chose that is because I like what he said. So to me, it gives you a roadmap into what it takes to be a progressive person, to help develop a progressive country and things. So it's a building block, but I thought it was really profound way that he used that word. So that's where the word came from. And since I like The Rock, I'm making it my word. I'm making it my word too. So that's the wow. So does anyone have anything to share? Any comments?
No.
Well, thank you, Julia. No problem. Okay, so that's the word. Now on to my information sharing and questions and answers and whatever. I always have things that I need to double check to make certain we're all in sync. I'm assuming that everyone has a current copy of the virtual classes, right? Because I want to think, it appears to me that Andre's putting out an updated list either on Sunday night or Mondays. Because as things are added or removed, they sometimes update the list again.
Okay.
Just double, yeah, that's what happens. And once again, we'll probably get an updated one when the class schedules and times revamp itself, because you don't want to have that overlap with sessions and things like that. So,
question.
Yes.
Is the classes going to continue nonstop, or are there's going to be a period of, I know we no longer have the registration that we had before, where there was a 2-week gap in between the quarters, so with the sessions. So are we just going straight through year round, or is there going to be a point where there's going to be an actual breakdown time, which means before you all had an opportunity to, for a couple of weeks, to Like vacation, more or less.
No breakdown, and I'm speaking purely from the things that I'm aware of. They will be continuous.
Okay.
Because a lot of things, like you said, normally when we did registration, that registration time was done so that facilities could be clean and, you know, we kind of organize things again. But I would say ongoing. And the way, and the hopefully, and I say hopefully because I think officially it's probably going to be classes that are viewed through the, probably near the end of the year, and then revamp, because everything that's being done is based upon COVID. I mean, and getting into buildings and things of that nature. So if you watch the virtual class schedules that you receive, you should see that there's a date, like I think the most recent one is planned out to October 18th or something like that. So that's what you have to really watch, that a date set on there. But there is really no downtime that's planned because we aren't doing registration the way we used to. So there should always be something available so that seniors or participants can go on. And if you notice on a lot of the newer schedules, they're getting into a lot of issues pertaining to social services itself.
Mm-hmm.
And because, I mean, people need that. And so it's a lot of things. I found that in the past, I didn't have the opportunity to participate in any classes, you know, because we were always prepping for our class or something like that. What I do now on Tuesdays at 12:30, I join Callie's class as a participant, let's chat. And I find that I absolutely enjoy that. I know she does it on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but it's an open forum, so you can talk about whatever it is that you want to. Callie normally has a syllabus of a sort to present, but it's, for me, it has been so different, you know, being a student in a class versus being an instructor all the time. So I look forward to participating in that. And ironically, yesterday, the conversation came about because it was keeping your body healthy. And of course, you know, I'm always talking about keeping your mind healthy too. Don't ask me how we got in this conversation about cooking collard greens. And no, but it was honestly because as crazy as it seems, I learned something out of that, and how people drink the liquid from the greens for the nutrients and other things, and you know, the eating of the greens with the cornbread stuff or whatever. And somebody was talking about the pot liquor part. Not that I'm trying to be different, because I've seen some of this, but I can't imagine somebody ordering something just to have the liquid off of greens to eat with something, because I don't like wet things. Like I don't like pot pies and things like that with crust and bread things when it's wet. So for me, but as crazy as it sounds, it was the most interesting conversation going on. But there are different things. I mean, we talked about COVID, and one of the particular things that she did, she had a project, and what people had to do was write a letter to COVID as if it was a person that you were addressing. And in that letter, you wanted to share your emotion about it. And when people read their letters, it was, you know, it's always like things that you don't really think about, but it was done in a very constructive way. So I'm saying all that to say there are a lot of things that I really enjoy about having the virtual classes, because I can become a participant too. So it's, you know, just keep that in mind. Good? All right. Gwen, unmute yourself. Okay.
Yeah, I just realized I had, because my my phone started ringing, so I had to mute it too.
Okay. Jackie. I don't know if she lost. I let somebody else in, Jackie Latimer, but I think her screen is frozen. See if she comes back. Okay. This is an announcement here. Most of you are aware that every year we always had our pumpkin decorating contest. So we still plan to hold this event. And at this time, the date is October 30th. So what we are doing is, and at this moment, I'm not sure as to how we're going to have the entries done. Whether it's going to be people sending in a picture, or whether we're going to have a setup where you're dialing in and you can display your pumpkin at that point. I haven't gotten the logistics on that, but I do know we're going to have this. So what we are trying to encourage everybody to do is submit a pumpkin. Michael's has a vast array of pumpkins right now, and they're like, some of them like $4 or whatever. And of course, we always try to encourage people to stay away from a real pumpkin because we don't want to have the knife cutting and other things, because I do know several years ago there was a horrible accident with somebody cutting themselves with the knife they were using to cut a pumpkin. So we try to look at using a plastic pumpkin and decorating in any way you want to enter the contest. In light of that, this weekend, Michael's is having a big, they call it a pumpkin fest.
Mm.
And what they're doing is giving people all kinds of techniques for decorating pumpkins. And it's on October 3rd. And the time they list is from 12 to 2, but that's Central Time. So what I'm recommending is that you contact your local Michael's or whatever Michael's store may be nearby you and find out. I'm certain they'll probably be doing it to make certain that they are at your location that you can, because what I read is they're asking people to register for that. But it's something that may give you some other ideas as to what you can do about decorating a pumpkin. I think that will be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you?
Yep, sounds like
Mhm.
fun.
I keep telling you, there's nothing wrong with having that lady dazzling jewelry. Put some ears on it. I mean, they're what it is. You just got to be creative and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Honestly. And you can always cut a hole big enough to slip that pumpkin on your head and check it out.
Okay.
All right, Andy. So,
Okay.
Andy, I want you to know, I told you before, I've learned how to amuse myself.
We
Really.
all have. In this day and time, we all have.
Well, laugh, I feel laughter is good for you. Exhaling.
It is.
It is. All right. So I think those are all of the announcements that I have at this time. So now it's your turn. Any information to share? Anything you would like to pass on? Well, geez. Okay. No problem.
But did you get my email today? I resent it and
Yeah, yes, I did. I responded to you. You didn't get that? No, I got it.
after we hung up from this morning's meeting, I've been out all day, so.
Oh, okay. No, I got it. And I did respond. And I
Alright.
think it had to do with the format that was sent previously, because the way you did it this time, it popped right up.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm straight. Now, Gwen, since you weren't here last week, and I apologize because I had plans to call you, one of the challenges that I put out for everyone, in the past, when we always talk about how every person has a style or signature when they do their jewelry making, or even if it beyond jewelry making, whatever it is that you do, you have a signature. Regardless of whether you sign it or not, most people don't realize that there's something that they do consistently in their artwork that always represents who they are. So I call it that your style, your signature. So one of the things was that people were going to send pictures in to me, and then I would post those. And the idea is that you would see if you could identify who made that piece of jewelry.
Interesting.
So I think everybody has a piece of paper and a pen or something to write with, because the way I'm doing this, I will, I have the pieces lined up and they all, so you want a number from 1 through 8.
Ooh.
And then when I show them, I'll give you the number and I'll do it twice so you can see them. And then your idea is, of course, people that made something, they can identify, and don't blurt it out before everybody else has opportunities.
Mhm.
So that's what we're about to do. So
Okay.
my new game is, what's your style? Okay.
All right.
You said that kind of slow. Thank you, Mary. All right, tell me when you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, let me get it set up here. Okay, so I will be dealing with this upper row here. And so the first piece I'm showing will be shown in 2 parts, but it's only one. So this is item number 1, simply because I got 2 views for the same piece, okay? So as I go down the row, I'll give you the number. So you might want to just wait and look first, and when I start back the second time, then try to figure it out, okay? So this is item number 1.
That's nice.
Pretty. Enlarge it just a little bit. Okay. And this I'm calling 1A. This is a close-up. But this is all item number 1. Okay.
Okay.
And this is item number 2. And this is, if I can get it open here, number 3. Can't believe that Nancy's not in class this afternoon. So this is 3. This is 4.
I'm in class. I'm in class.
Got that?
All right.
And this is 5.
Well, I'm missing some here.
But I'll go back through them one more time, just in case. Excuse me. So this is 5. Gorgeous. I love the earrings, the way that is. 6. Sorry.
I guess I got to join back in some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
Kick me out some kind of way. I'm not seeing nothing.
You're not? This is 7. I can get it up. And these are 2 separate pieces on the same bus. But it's just, one the same person did it. This is number 7. And this is 8.
I don't know what happened.
What you may need to do, Mary, maybe you need to sign out and come and log back in again. Because you lost your audio?
Uh,
Oh, no, not your audio. You lost your
visual.
visual, yeah.
Now, I have a question again. A question.
Certainly. Uh-huh.
Now you said what's supposed to be going on here? The 8 pieces you just showed, someone in this class did those pieces.
Correct.
And we're supposed to be able to identify by the piece, the style to determine who that person is.
If you can, just taking a
Okay.
guess. Yeah, just taking a
Okay.
guess.
Okay.
I mean, it's not gonna fall apart. What I was surprised is that I had, I think 2 or 3 people making the same, using the same stitch, which was a surprise to me. But it's just trying to take a guess to see if you can figure out who made them.
Okay.
So let me just run through real quick. So this is 1. Okay.
I don't know what happened.
This is 2. This one's 3. Four. Uh, 5. Mary, you didn't want to go back out?
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to get out.
Well, just, that's 6, I'm sorry. 1 second. 7. And this is your number 8. All right. So bear with me for a minute. Let me stop. Let me see if I can help Mary get out of here. Where are you? I was trying to see if there was an option for me to release you. If I do one of the things, you wouldn't be able to come back in.
But why is it that we can see her and hear her?
Well, that's what I'm trying to understand, but she Mary, because she's saying that she wasn't able to see the
Your page.
right.
Okay. And
I'm
like
trying to unmute her, but she's muted herself again.
because like on my computer, that you sometimes you go completely off, but I have to go down to a button on the bottom of my machine to open back up to be able to get back to you. And that's obviously what she needs to do.
That's what I'm saying. Mary,
Uh-huh.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Can you see the rest of us in class?
I see y'all now, but I couldn't see when you were.
The share screen, you couldn't see the share
Yeah,
screen
no.
capability. Okay, well, at this point, I'm going to ask you just to stay where you are, because if I force you out, you will not be able to join back into this conversation. So at least I know you can do
Force
that.
me out because I don't.
Right.
Okay.
No, I don't want to do that, because like I said, you won't be able to get back in. So what I want to do is I'm going back in the share screen again.
Okay.
If you can't see that, I'm just saying stay in, and then just not, do this part of it.
Okay.
So let me go back to the shared screen, because that's where you're having a problem.
Now on my screen now, so continue shutting down, quit Zoom US. It says cancel or try again. So
All right, well, we'll go ahead and cancel it and dial back in, because if it's on your side, you can control it. So go ahead and just select one of those options and see if you can come back in. Okay.
I don't know what to do.
Well, you said it gave you options for shutting
Yeah,
down,
I can try
correct?
again. So once that went like so everything seems like it's the same now.
All right, so I'm going back to shared screen. It could also be your internet or something. Okay. All right, I'm going back to item number 1. Are we good with everybody else?
Mhm.
All right, so does anybody have any idea who made this piece? Yes, no, none?
Mary
All
got her
right,
finger up.
Mary, did you have, go ahead.
I can say it, Miss Annie.
How did, you said, oh, you saying Annie B? I call her Annie B so I can get my Ann straight.
Okay, yeah, Miss Annie B.
All right, why do you think it's her? I'm just, you don't have to, I'm just asking,
I don't know, cause it's just something about it.
right?
Who is Annie B?
Annie that's on the call with us. She's
Me?
The new lady.
Yes.
not Annie,
Okay.
who's been in class with us about 4 or 5 times, but no problem. But Mary, to answer your question, you're right, that is Annie's piece.
Mhm.
Oh, Mary.
It is. Now, Annie, you put a description, I think when you said this to me, you said something about rubber tubes.
Yes, I was just going through my bead soup and well box, where you keep all junk beads and things, and I have rubber tubings,
Is
and
that what this is?
that's what those are. And at the bottom that's holding that charm on is also rubber tubing, and
Oh,
I actually glued those pieces on there, and so it wouldn't, move around. But those are rubber tubings.
it's nice. It really is nice.
Different.
Wow,
Very
that is
good.
nice.
Now, when I look at this, it reminded me of the style you did when you did the triple strand, not triple, the 3
I
different
guess
pieces.
that's what I thought about with that triple
Yeah,
thing.
So that I can understand you choosing that, but it does look like something that you would make. So you did great, Mary.
Very minimalist, yes.
Yes, excellent.
And I actually use some seed beads, which I don't like to use, but
Hey, practice makes perfect.
Looks nice. I love it.
Yeah,
That's
that is
nice.
Nice, very nice.
Okay, so this is number 2. And I see Mary's finger again. Yes, Mary.
I can say it.
Yes.
Julia.
No. Gwen.
Ellen.
Yes.
I've got
Okay,
it.
it's close though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, even though when I got this, I know this has been done before because this is the Tela wave or wave Tela or something.
Mhm.
But Ellen has a unique thing about her colors to me when I look at them. So that's kind of where I could reference that to you because of the color choice. But yeah, this is Ellen's. Using my trailer hitch closure. Those, I love those.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what's next. All right. Okay. Yes, Gwen.
Mary.
That's Jocelyn.
Who's?
Jocelyn?
Nope. That's me.
oh,
Oh, yeah.
You weren't supposed to be in it.
Well, here's why I threw me in it as a curve, and I did it this morning because I only had one piece.
Oh,
So I threw those in there. But this piece is special to me because it was owned by somebody that used to be in my class that passed away. So I named it after her, but the unique thing about this is they're pure Austrian crystals and it's strung on a chain.
Okay.
Years ago, fine jewelry, when you bought it, was done on these miniature chains that are running through it. And it has a really, really beautiful clasp on the back that has crystals in it also.
Nice.
Beautiful. So that's a mighty thin chain.
I have something else that I own that I found at a thrift store in Doraville, and I'll make take a picture of it. But it's strung on. There's real silver beads, and they're different sizes, but it's strung on a chain on the inside of it.
but it's called the Corona chain, the real tiny one.
Yes, is that what it's called?
I believe it is the Corona chain.
Mhm. But I know years ago when you bought fine jewelry, particularly a lot of string and stuff, it was done on these chains. I have to write that down and look that up. Thank you, Annie.
Oh, change.
Mhm.
I have some.
Yeah.
She said Corona change.
Corona chain. Yeah, that's what she's saying. I spelled it Corona. So,
That's how I spelled it too.
okay. Yeah.
It is
That's what
Corona
that.
chain. It
So
comes-
this piece is called Miss Dorothy.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
pretty.
it's Miss Dorothy.
Mhm.
Nice.
And the way I got involved with it with her is that the chain had broken in the piece and she couldn't find anyone to repair it. And I brought it home and worked on it for her. And I always told her, I said, I absolutely love this piece and stuff like that. And she would say something to me. And when she passed, that's how I got it.
I love the way it picks up the colors.
Yeah, and when it's like in the light, like you said, it really reflects the lights, but it's a nice piece, but it wasn't, I repaired it, wasn't something I made originally. I repaired it for someone, but that's what it looks like. So that's me and Miss Dorothy.
It reminds me of the what is it?
Aurora Borealis.
Borealis,
Yeah.
how the colors
Right.
kind of clash in different colors.
Yes. Okay, we have next. I see Mary's hand. Are you thinking, Mary, or did I call
Oh,
you?
can I say who I think it is?
Who?
Ellen.
Very good. It is Ellen.
You know me a little too well, Mary.
You know I love
No.
you. You always put some pretty stuff out there.
Yep, that's right. It is Ellen.
Beautiful.
Yep,
Mhm.
I love it. Now, see, something like this is a pet piece that I would wear with the second piece. When I say second piece, that's what I like when things get kind of close in that, but not choker. But
Yeah.
then I can always add something else to it.
Yeah.
Because always when I used to go to church, I always wore a necklace and a pin. When I dressed or something like that, I always had those two pieces. I never wore a necklace really by itself or anything. So what we got, ladies?
Julia.
Who?
Julia.
That's what I
Okay.
was gonna say too.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Ellen, you said it's who?
Think Julia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, magnificent.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Julie, you just doing it do.
What's this, St. Petersburg?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
single St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
That is cute.
I love the earrings.
Yep.
Cute.
Very
I
nice.
love that. That's different.
Nice.
Very much
Yeah,
so.
you bad. B-A-D-D-D-D-D.
Oh, you're sweet,
Okay,
Mary. Mary, you're sweet. Thank you.
Very good.
It's like going to the candy shop.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I like this too.
That is nice.
Simplicity.
Yeah.
This is just, I'm assuming this is stringing, correct? Somebody, well, not on. So who do you think did this piece?
Mary.
No.
Miss Annie B.
No, that one isn't mine. It's gorgeous, but not mine.
Maybe Jacqueline.
Jacqueline.
No.
Is that Miss King?
Oh, I know.
That big bees.
No.
Oh,
Nancy.
Uh-uh.
No.
So that leaves just you, Ann.
Well, you're wrong. It's Ellen's.
Oh, Ellen.
Oh,
I
Ellen?
didn't think so.
Oh, I never would have guessed that right. Oh, that's nice.
No, I like those. When I saw the color of the beads, the first thing I thought about was military camouflage
very
dress.
good.
Yeah, it has, yeah. Yeah, like that.
Oh, she did that to me.
What?
My computer and phone are connected.
Oh. All right. What you think?
Now, I thought that was Ellen.
No, that's Miss King right there.
Nope.
Oh,
Nancy.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. That's why I'm surprised she's not here. I think Nancy may have fallen asleep or something, but no, this is Nancy's. So we
I
have
thought
two
Nancy
separate
because of that
projects.
chain. I thought Nancy because of that chain.
Yeah, she has two separate projects on here. The chain, this was the super duo piece here, and then she did this.
okay.
That's Nancy.
Oh my God.
Okay. Here's the last one.
Now put Ellen for that one too.
How do you know?
Because she says if it's not her, it's Nancy Ellen.
Yes, it's Ellen's.
It just looks like Ellen.
Yeah, I had Ellen.
Mhm. Yeah. That is
That's
Ellen.
lovely. Very lovely.
Mhm.
It is. Good job. My question is, my goodness, when do you get all the stuff done? You didn't do all of this past week, did you, Ellen?
Yes.
You
Really?
did? Oh, my word. Wow.
Up until about 2 or 3 every day.
Mm.
Wow.
I be up, but I don't be doing that though.
Oh.
I be trying to go to sleep.
So Ellen,
Well-
that one of the earlier pieces, was that the crochet,
Which one? Which one? The
the
green?
rope one?
No, actually, that's the African helix stitch.
You know what? I have a book on African designs and the helix stitches in that book. And I
that
have
is-
not
that is-
worked that yet.
The thing about the helix is that you don't go through beads. You go under a thread bridge. Once you
Oh,
string your 3 or 4 beads,
Yeah.
beads in your piping color, you go under the thread bridge of the previous row
okay.
at all.
Huh.
Wow, that's nice.
Interesting.
Mhm.
I have to look. I have to pull out my book because I know I have a book on like Zulu beadwork and it's got a lot of stuff in there. Very nice. So what did you think? Didn't that bring a different flavor?
It did.
Yeah.
You said African helix, right?
African helix, yes.
Okay. Well, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was nice.
So what else can I bring to the plate for you?
I have a clasp, and it's sort of like a you call it a trailer hitch,
Yes.
but
Yeah, it's a ball and socket, actually.
I have one, but it's a long one, and I wouldn't mind taking a picture of it and give it to you, Miss King, and maybe you could show it to the class, and somebody can tell me how to use it because I have no idea how to use it.
Well, I will be happy to do that.
Okay, I'll upload it to you, and you can look at it, and maybe you could tell me what it is. I have 2 of them, and I know I bought it from out at Cumberland Mall. It's a bead store out there, and
Okay.
I just don't know how to use it.
Was it organic stone?
I
They're down from Cumberland Mall.
And I know it's ran by Koreans. I can't.
Yeah, it's probably organic stone. Yeah, it's in that shopping center,
It is at a shopping
the
center.
small strips shopping center.
Yes.
That's
yes.
probably, I'm sure that's probably them. Okay. What I will be sending out probably tomorrow, because I have to put this together. I talked about this morning, and it has to do with the gemstones associated with birthdays. I was about to work on something where I wanted to use like the birthstone color. And what I did was I accidentally pulled up a chart that reflects the zodiac colors. And in the process of looking at them, I realized there was a difference, because where my birthstone is an amethyst, for Aquarius, on the zodiac, and Aquarius color is garnet. And so I plan to put this together so you can add it to your stash. I think it's good to keep.
Mhm.
And what I don't like on the zodiac gemstones is diamonds are not on there, but it is on. So never forget, diamonds are a girl's best friend. So when I put this together, I'll send it to you just as something to keep as a reference. It was interesting how this came about. And only because when I looked up and saw Aquarius, I didn't see amethyst, because I know February is, that's the stone for that. But that's something I will be sending out to you. So are there any other questions or anything I can investigate, or topic that you think we can bring to the plate?
I just got a comment.
Yes, go ahead.
I introduced myself to Memory Wire this week.
And
I saw something in the
back
store.
to you.
I had seen it. I picked it up. It was a 1.6 yards. I said, that's just too long to put them on. I couldn't have. I think my bracelets are beautiful. A lot of work go into it, but
It's okay.
I kind of enjoyed it.
Are you gonna let us see them?
Yeah, next week.
Okay, that'd be nice.
I will be looking
Enjoyed
forward
it.
to that.
It was a little bit tedious though. I said, just put it on the bottle and then put it round, so we have to keep use a bottle. But I got a kick out of it.
Oh,
Kind
okay.
of like working with a slinky.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it
it.
is to me. That's exactly what I call it, Nanny. And the
Flat
thing about it
stinky.
is, whatever you do not try to cut that with your good cutters or anything. I
No.
use the floor wire as cutters to
You
cut it.
know, the lady said that because it put a divot in there, but my husband had some tools in here with you cut wire with.
Mhm. That's what you
Oh, they
That's what
work.
I'm saying, as long as it's something that's not your good cutters.
Not good. And it didn't divot this up. I kind of enjoyed it. I would never make a necklace out of it, but a bracelet, yes. I would never.
Well, you can use there's
Yeah,
a
I know.
size for neck wire.
But you know,
Size for neck wire.
It's a certain way I use wire. It's just like most of my wiring is down on the bottom, not on the top. It's a
Right,
safety thing for me. It's a mental thing for me. You know what I'm saying?
right. We know now. Well, on that note, now that you left us in such a happy frame of mind, I am going to try to end class on that note. And just so you guys are aware, you definitely got your
1 hour's worth.
So we were engaged for an hour.
Absolutely. And this is what happens when you have interaction.
I absolutely enjoy this. It's my out of the house, but it's in.
Whatever you need.
Oh my God,
Whatever
I
it
need it.
does.
Believe me.
But, as I said, throughout the week, if you guys come across anything that we can all participate and share within class, I'm asking you to please do so. Annie, I will be looking for your piece so I can get that ready.
Okay.
And I am wishing all of you a happy, healthy, safe week, time, day. Just still remember, whether we like it or not, COVID is still out there. So really be careful.
Yeah, sure is.
Okay.
I tell you, I just enjoyed this class so much. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for the beautiful jewelry.
Quite welcome.
I get to shop visually. Woo! I enjoy seeing jewelry.
Excellent. I'm happy to hear that. And I will see you all hopefully next week, at least hear from you before then. Whatever, just let me know.
Okie dokie.
Hey.
Okay? Have a good one. All right.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
And remember, the files will be uploaded by Friday sometime.
Friday.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.